With that, we now go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 57 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, Arena Aldana!
All right, so as good a boxing display as we have seen in this division in recent memory, to quote the great Israel Adesanya, and I hope I'm doing it right, she does not throw and hope, she aims, she fires, and she got the knockout tonight.
That is one of my favorite quotes because it's so true about Izzy. And for her to fight in the way that is an ode to that great champion really does speak to her skill set. For her to get a stoppage in the way that she did tonight, truly, truly special. And I'm glad that we were in octagon side to call it.
All right, so here's the former UFC Women's Bantamweight champion, Miesha Tate, and in this second UFC stint, she had visions of making a run at 125 pounds. Her body just didn't respond against Lauren Murphy. It certainly did against Julia Avila late in 2023. A bonus winning performance for Miesha Tate that got her back on a championship trajectory. And for me, it's all about the appetite for MMA knowledge and training. At this stage of her career, she is so committed to the cause. She's not prize fighting. She's not fighting for money. She's fighting for further greatness, and that's why she has shown up in another major fight here tonight. All right, well, a lot of fight fans were excited when she signed with the UFC, especially those who followed her career in the kickboxing world, and certainly looks like...
Well, she's fun. She definitely does bring excitement. She's one of those athletes that you cannot take your eyes off of, and because of the way she fights. Her fight style is really, really good. The way that she attacks with that aggressive style, looking to take your head off, is why people tune in. And she walks in the octagon, and look at her face. She's so confident that she's going to get the job done tonight.
She's not Keith Peterson, but she's kind of no-nonsense. I was a little bit intimidated when she walked into the fighter meeting. She is on a business trip, and we'll see if it is a successful one here in a matter of moments. All right, with that, the wait for live action ends here. Both fighters have graced the octagon, and we are ready and raring to go here at United Center in Chicago. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, now for the main event introductions, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World, Miesha "Cupcake" Tate. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Josie.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, round one underway. Here is the former UFC bantamweight champion, Miesha Tate. At times, she has been tentative in round one, so this bears watching tonight. How will Tate choose to attack this particular opponent? No denying she has a lot of advantages in the fight, but can she get off to a good start tonight? That could be key. Whiffs on the right hand. Nice, good pressure. Keep going with that. Just misses there with the left. All right, here we go, early round one. It sort of seems as though both women are waiting for the other to make a mistake.
Well, they're trying to find an entry. You know, when you're at the highest level of the sport, one mistake could ultimately cost you everything you've worked your whole life for.
Nice counter jab up top by Tate. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed without. Well, my favorite rap group, Onyx, would always say stick and move, and she is moving beautifully off that center line tonight.
John, that's exactly what she's doing. She's moving in, out, side to side. She's doing everything right defensively that then will lead to counter opportunities. That one.
All right, nice job by Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard putting these two ladies together. They both have had their moments early.
They both had moments. They both look as though they're very confident that if this fight continues to go this way, they're going to get a victory.
Establishing the jab here. Oh, man, she landed that rear hook again, and it's crazy to think if she had actually planted what might have happened.
Yeah, John, it's all in the setups. She is a master of setting up that shot. So while it may not look like you expect it to, it gets to the target and it does a lot of damage.
And I didn't call it out at the time, but there was a pretty significant uppercut that landed a moment ago. Almost shades of Michael Venom Page as she has those hands sort of down by her sides, but it works for her.
It's that karate style, right? They have such a great idea and understanding of distance control that before you can enter, she's striking it.
Champ, you got to think this is just what the doctor ordered. She has this fight exactly where she wants it, and early on.
Yeah, she's got the position. Now she can try to control the fight, settle the nerves, and start to wear on her opponent.
Tate's eye looks to have been cut open here. Yes, it has.
Anything worth having would not be easy, but she's got to protect that cut because it will get worse if she continues to get hit on. That was a nice transition.
Tate's back into full guard. Oh, well played there. rhythm, and you got to feel good for her because she has been frustrated in fights.
Yeah, John, and you knew she was better than that, but it was all a matter of finding her rhythm, getting to her flow state, and putting herself in a position to get a victory. Now, you are watching who we thought we would see the moment she stepped into the octagon.
Waning seconds here of this opening round. Oh, look at her land that kick right at the end of her range.
She's got her right where she needs her to be. This opponent is so confused because she looks so good.
All right, so there's the horn indicating the end of the round, but not before damage was done. She was cut on her cheek from the strike in that round, and now the focus for the cut man, shutting that thing and making sure it doesn't become a factor here moving forward.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round underway. All right, here we go with our next round. Previous round, both fighters had their moments. We'll see who takes the upper hand here.
Both had their moments, but nobody really stood out. Nobody separated themselves from the other fighter. Which of these two women is going to be able to really charge out ahead in the next round?
Well, let's see if she goes back to the hook again. Obviously, there will be a setup. She'll work off of the jab and go back to trying to punctuate the combination with a hook. Tate's now dealing with a cheek cut. Oh, and there's that hook again, but this time the opponent was ready. Nice job to get in the way. Tate's torso, specifically that right side, has absorbed a lot of damage tonight. And here comes the purple, the black, and blue. A definite bruise starting to form on that right side.
She's got phenomenal reflexes.
And so efficient tonight. I'm not sure she's ever looked better.
John, she can do just about anything she wants in there. Everything she throws, it lands and it all works.
All right, so she lands another leg kick there, and now you're starting to really see visible damage on the other side. I'm not sure how many more of these she can take.
She won't take many more. You'll start to see her fall to her back, try to engage in the grappling, because she will not be able to get any weight on her front leg, which will make her stationary and be in a lot of danger to get caught with something hard up the top.
Well, hard to see exactly where she is cut, but it's somewhere around that eye area. Doesn't look great.
It's never good to get cut, but right now it's a small one. You don't have to worry about it, but you got to protect it.
All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished.
Tate gets caught by that straight punch there. 2 minutes remain in the round. All right, so now we see some bruising on that.